Hey everybody, it's Peter from Brantford Kia, and today we're talking used cars. And when I say used, I'm talking gently used, because this is a 2019 Kia Sedona SX. It is stock number P2615. Let's go take a look. Alright, gently used indeed. A 2019 car on our used lot. It's got about 6,000 kilometers on it. I can double check that for you when we hop in. But this is almost like a new van. I mean, it really is a new van. So let's take a quick look at it. Projector beam headlights on the 2019, sorry. You got the modern grille, so this would be the 8-speed transmission as opposed to the 6-speed transmission. So the used ones that are previous to 19 are going to have a 6-speed transmission. The 8-speed transmission is the upgrade for this model year, and that's the real big thing we're talking about if you're looking at something a little bit earlier. If you can stretch and go for the 8-speed, I would say do it, because that's always, more gears are always better in modern vehicles. And yeah, a little bit different taillight look here. If you're a real Kia nerd like me, you'll notice that, but I mean, most of you wouldn't notice it. The Sedona has a real SUV look to it, especially from the rear end there. Nice square look to it. But again, minivan. Let's call it what it is. Minivans are great because they are the most practical vehicles for space and cargo capacity and people. We're going to hop inside. We're going to start the car up. It is a keyed car, so we're going to spin the key there like normal. Whoops, excuse me. Didn't turn it quite long enough because I'm starting it with my left hand instead of my right, because I'm holding the camera with my right hand. All right, let's take a look at the dash here. There we go. Tachometer and temperature gauge on the far left there. In the center there's a nice digital information display, which again, the LX didn't used to have this kind of display in the past. So nice digital information display, lots of options to look at stuff there. On the right side there, you've got the speedometer and the fuel gauge. Now you'll notice in the camera there's a lot of glare. I can sort of hide that a little bit with my hand. There's no real glare at all. Whoops. When you're looking at it with your actual eyes. It's just the camera adds some glare to some of these screens. You'll notice the same thing as we go over here. You might see some glare on that center display screen there. I don't have any in real life. Actually, it's pretty good on the screen there. So there we go, center display screen. What have we got in here? We've got backup camera for sure. The big thing again, 2019, they have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay in here. So what does that mean? Well, through your cell phone you get navigation, and if you have a data plan at all, the maps don't usually use that much data. So if you have a data plan, it usually doesn't affect you know, having to change your data plan in any way, unless you're always brushing right up against the top end of it. So Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, fantastic features. We have videos on our YouTube channel about those, and you can watch those and see what they do for you. Down here we've got air conditioning on right now. It's a nice hot day today, but you have front and rear air conditioning here. So we'll talk about that in a second. The front air conditioning, of course, is just a manual system. The rear air system is here. You'll see it says rear on and rear lock. So what we've done is we've locked out these controls in the back right here. So if we turn that off, you can control that from the back, and if you have kids that you don't want screwing around with it or touching those, you can lock them out. But if you trust the people in the back seats, they can do their own temperature control right there. Back to the front here, we're going to keep scrolling across the dash. You've got dual glove boxes, so lots of storage space there. Two-tone colors in here, so you've got sort of the lighter color and the darker color on the doors. They are cloth seats, and they're very comfortable cloth seats. A lot of time the minivan, especially the middle row seats, aren't very comfortable. These ones are awesome. This is a great trip for a road, or a great vehicle for a road trip. It is an 8-passenger vehicle, so you'll see that there's 3 seats there. There's also 3 seats in the back. There's a lot of cargo flexibility. If you want to look at the cargo flexibility, again, keep an eye on our YouTube channel. We've already got a video up about Kia Sedona seating and cargo flexibility. It gets a lot of views there, so you can look more into that on this one. Of course, that's a new vehicle, and of course, this one's just like a new vehicle. Scrolling back down to the driver's area, we're going to scroll down just past the gear shift. It is an automatic transmission. It has a manual shift option. You can basically put it in gear, tap it towards us, and you can tap her up or down. So if you're towing or something, or if there's a reason you want to shift gears on your own, you can tow 3,500 pounds with this car. So you can tow a nice little camping trailer, utility trailer, and you can choose your own gears if that's something that appeals to you. You do have heated seats, 3 levels of seat heating. You have a heated steering wheel, which is amazing. Heated steering wheels are awesome in the winter. Don't need it today, that's for sure though. We're going to come back across to our steering wheel, and you're going to see the steering wheel controls. This is on the right side of the steering wheel. These control that, so cruise controls on the outside right here, all your buttons there. These 3 controls here deal with that information display that we talked about earlier in the center of the dash. So you can go through all kinds of options in there. Over here you've got your Bluetooth controls, your audio controls. Little things you don't notice right up front, it has automatic headlights. What does that mean? Well, that means as soon as it gets dark outside, your headlights will turn on automatically, front and rear lights. So you're not that person driving around with no rear lights on and just your daytime running lights. Your headlights, full headlighting system will turn on as it gets darker outside. You've got power windows, power locks, power mirrors, cool little buttons here. If I press this button right here, you'll see the mirrors fold in. So a little bit wider vehicle than some. You can tuck those mirrors in and keep them from getting ripped off when people are walking through. And you can set that to work with the locks as well. So you can lock the car and they'll turn in. I should mention as well, home link buttons there. So if you have an automatic garage door, I don't know if we can see them, maybe we can. There we go. So you can, if you have automatic garage door, you can set those up in the mirror and you can get those to open your garage door. So you're not carrying around that ugly and usually rattly garage door opener. All right, here's what the key looks like. It is a jackknife style key. Let's try to get this down a little bit. So it is a jackknife style key, so that blade up top folds into that fob and you'll just have the fob in your pocket. We're gonna hold down this for a second to unlock that. As we pop open the trunk, you can see typical minivan flexibility, tons of space, big wide opening. This seat is up right now, which means you have that huge cargo well there. When that cargo well, or when the seats are down, that fills the cargo well and you have a nice flat floor. Those seats fold way forward. The center seat comes out very easily. Tons of room, tons of practicality. That's why you buy a minivan. They make a ton of sense. And you know what's actually funny? These cars come wrapped in plastic when they're brand new. And on the latch here is still that shipping plastic. So, literally just like a brand new car. All right, coming back around the side here. If you're interested in this car, whoa, camera's adjusting. There we go. If you're interested in this car or any car just like it, feel free to call us 519-304-6542, or the easiest way to reach us is to grab that link in the description of this video. It takes you right to our sales team. They'll talk to you about this car, give you all the details. So there you go. 519-304-6542 is our phone number. www.brantfordkia.ca is our website. Thanks everybody for watching.